everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Thursday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. So we got some action, guys. I'm assuming everybody knows why we're here, why we get together every random day. What I am gonna say is, who asked for this? No, I'm kidding. Imagine. No, it's actually very exciting. It's a very exciting release announcement, at least. It is very. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. It is very boring. Okay, but it is very nice, and we're going to get into why I'm saying what I'm saying. I always give you guys proof of why I say the things I say. I don't just talk shit for the hell of it. So, guys, also, Fantastic Four, the last trailer. It's going to get crazy, guys. You guys already saw Hot Toys announce the Cos Babies, right? The Fantastic Four Cos Babies. So, they're around the corner, guys. They're around the corner. Guys, there's 6 of you guys in here already. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. I should be at 6 likes already. Already 6, no problem. There was something else I had to say to you guys. Oh, huge congratulations to Luch. He got married this past weekend, I'm assuming. We weren't invited. Bob and I were not invited, so we didn't know what was going on. So congratulations. So this is for you, my friend. Hold on one second. Let's do it right. Let's do it right. So Luch, guys, is ready to be a man now. So if you see him somewhere, anywhere, treat him like a man, right? I don't know how he was able to get over, or if he got over the Fison addiction to go with a real organic Fison person. So yeah, huge shout out to Luch. I think he's enjoying his honeymoon. I don't know where he went. Like I said, we weren't invited at all. Not even a little bit. Bob and I had gotten invited to somebody else's wedding before. But it was like a it was like a what's the word? Like they were being nice, right? It was just like yeah, you guys are coming to my wedding. Obviously that never happened. But Luch, he didn't even say that. He didn't even give us a courteous. Oh, that's what it is. Courteous. A courteous, hey guys, you're all invited to even though, we never got invitations or anything. It would have been nice to hear, guys, you're welcome to come to my wedding. You guys are all invited. That never came out of his Mexican mouth. And this is supposed to be our friend. This is supposed to be our friend. Very disappointing. I'm glad I wasn't invited because he showed me his true colors. Okay? He didn't even invite Bob. Let's assume Luch is racist and he wants Spanish people there. Bob. He didn't even invite Bob. Disgusting. Disgusting. We got Michael in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome. Let's see who else is in the house with us tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, there's 11 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button as you come in. Thank you guys for being here as well. We got Ash in the house. How are you, my friend?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see who else. Bow.
How you doing?
Bob, did you get invited? Oh my God. Bob didn't get invited. I'm going to take that as a you didn't get invited either, Bob. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Stormtrooper Joe will find this in 3 years. 2.5-hour drive north for 150. Absolutely. Absolutely. Joe will find this figure in 2029 for 128 Canadian pesos. Oh my God, we got a super chat already from this guy. Unbelievable. What is he saying? Is it where's Wolverine? Will Unbelievable, this guy. Ash, what am I gonna do with you, Ash?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. He said, where's Wolverine? Let me see what I got for you. Let me see what I can pull out of my third eye. Let's see. What do I see coming? What do I see coming in the near future? Well, first of all, my patch is coming. So that's around the corner. Probably, what's today? Friday, next week, probably. Yeah, Wolverines. We just got Age of Apocalypse. I don't think we're getting any more anytime soon. Like I said, I gave you 2 months before the Age of Apocalypse. So I'm going to leave it at that, right? 2 months from... Do 2 months from Age of Apocalypse and see what happens. Which, again, I don't think so. But because at this point, 3 Wolverines with the same head sculpt, same exact expression, it ain't going to fly. They're not going to do a 4th. Guaranteed. So any new Wolverine head sculpt has to be different, right? So patch has to be different, right? So that's the thing. Are they going to bother making another one? That's where I'm at now with the 4th. We have 3 exactly the same. Just because they battle damage one, they think that they could get away with it. It's the same thing. And they added more hair to Age of Apocalypse. So, we could get away with that too. It's the same face. It's the same. It's supposed to be. But in the toy world, right? You want something, at least a different expression, right? Because the head sculpts look perfect, but the expression is the same exact thing. So that's a turnoff for me, at least, right? That they're using the same exact thing over and over and over. And it has nothing to do with complaining about them doing that, because they do it all the time. So it has nothing to do with that. It's the specific expression of that head sculpt used 3 times. That to me is crazy. So that's what I'm saying. I don't, if any more Wolverines, it ain't gonna be anytime soon. And like I said, the only other one I see coming, not the only other one, the only 2 that I see coming are Patch and Brown Suit. And what they both have to have a completely different expression. They have to. So we'll see. Talia, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Welcome. Guys, there's 14 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. We got Christian in the house. Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Welcome. Let's see.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
We got Joe in the house.
I'm doing.
Let's get everyone happy Thursday. Anyone collecting here besides? Guys, just so you guys understand what is being created in this community, okay? You have this guy, okay, who just started collecting, feels like 2 weeks ago, okay? And now this guy has about I want to say maybe 30 figures. Joe, correct me if I'm wrong. About 30? And he buys figure after figure after figure after figure. Every week he's buying figure after figure after figure, right? But he's getting every single figure that was made and released in 1997, okay, for literally 100 Canadian pesos. So he's buying everything. That's why you see new figures in his collection every day. The problem is, so obviously that's a good thing, right? The problem is that he's going into these groups, these posing groups, where they share everything. And the community see a figure in a beautiful pose, because Joe is a very good poser. And they go, "Oh my God, Joseph, that is insane. Oh my God, Joseph, that is crazy." So now Joseph, okay, starting to feel like, hey, wait a minute, maybe I can float like the God. Joe, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you for being my friend. Yes, guys, hit the like button. It's 17 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. 8 likes already. We should be at 17 likes. Please, guys, hit that like button if you haven't yet. Ron, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who else is in the house. Fantastic Four is showing too much. No, remember, Christian, remember. What did they do for, remember Endgame? Was it Endgame? Infinity War. They were showing clips of things that never happened in the movie. One of them was, remember the Hulk coming at you when they were all chasing, going again, going, I think, towards the bad animals. I forget the names. Remember, that was one scene that never happened. No, I think that was Endgame. That was Endgame. It was Endgame. Remember the Hulk? They show you the Hulk running at you. That never happened. Remember, he was in the Hulkbuster, which is how we got the Hulkbuster 2.0, because that's what he was in. Right? So they show you things that don't even happen in the movie because they got to throw you off. They show you things that they that are fake, right? So don't stress over any of that. 6 viewing, 8 likes. Oh, look at that. Guys, please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Oh, Bobby, good evening. I'm not really looking forward to fantastic. Oh,
halfway.
Y'all don't ever disrespect me.
oh my God, Christian, why? Luch went to India for his honeymoon. Oh, man. I will be picking up the first Avenger. I mean, the Fantastic Four from the 2000 movie, Chris Evans. I wasn't even invited. I wasn't even invited. Yeah, Luch is not he's not the friendly ghost. Joe living the dream. I thought I was invited, but did not receive the final details. Yeah, no, we weren't even like, hey guys, you guys should plan a trip to San Diego and then, come to my wedding. Even if you stay there a couple of days, I want you guys at my wedding. It'll be very, very meaningful to me to have you guys at my wedding. We didn't even get that. We didn't even get that on April Fool's. Oh my God. Joe. my God, unbelievable. Gerardo, my friend, welcome. How are you?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. I wish it was Friday evening. Why? So you could go get another figure? This guy. Unbelievable. Fab's just telling me when it's dropping. Oh my God. Totally on time for once. Look at that. Look at that. On time. Guys, there's 23 of you guys in there. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Hit that like button, guys. Oh my God. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. We haven't seen this guy. We haven't seen this guy in how long? How long has it been? He's MIA in the chat. Nefty's looking for his favorite engineer. Nowhere to be found. Oh my God. Joe's 15 already came up. You think we're getting anything scaled? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Even, third party would be doing something if it was that, and I know companies do, scaled stuff and the shark, biting, the boat and stuff like that in like smaller scale. I know they do this stuff. But if it was a thing in the 1/6 scale community, believe me when I tell you, and I know they've made the two guys from the boat customs. I don't know their names, but I know they've made them customs and they look great. But third party would have gotten into something already, and as far as I've been around, as long as I've been around, I've never seen anything. And if I did, it wasn't that great because I don't know about it. Anyone ready for the upcoming DC crossover? Last one, Airbus 2003, if I recall. If anyone gets muted or blocked, please be aware Rudy is now present in the chat. Oh my God. Got Wolverine patch, holographic Iron Man, and Terminator John Connor on the way. It's all about the art of deal. Talk to Joe. He gets. Oh my God. Michael. See, this is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean. You have the community talking like Michael here. Michael, let me explain something to you. Okay. And I just explained it a little while ago, but I'm going to say it again because clearly you weren't paying attention. The reason Joe, okay, and then remember, this is specifically to Joe. The reason Joe gets deals, like you're calling them, okay, is because the figures are from 1777. So it's not a deal. He's getting what they're going for now. A deal would be a figure that is $300 retail right now, getting it for $100, $200, $150. You know what I mean? That's a deal. But you going backwards 35 years to get a figure, what do you expect to pay? Retail? Never. So it's not a deal. That's what he's getting them for what it's worth. It's making a killing. He's making a killing because he's getting things that we paid retail for nothing. But it's not deals. He's not getting deals. He's just getting what they're worth. Let's see. So when you say stuff like this, right? When you say to Joe, "Hey Joe, you're getting deals," he goes, "Yeah, I'm the master of deals. Call me Trump." And then we're gonna have a problem. So I want to avoid that. Oh my God, Joe. Oh my God. Saying I don't want Joe to get in trouble, Let's see. I'm so excited for that upcoming crossover in Deadpool. Batman and Deadpool. Only 10 likes. Guys, please hit that like button. There's 25 of you guys in here. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, guys. If you're not here to hit the like button, this stream is not for you. You guys should know that by now. If the like button is not for you, neither is the stream. Ash with another super chat. This guy, I'm talking about the yellow suit. When is Big Yellow? Oh, wait a minute. All right. Hold on one second. You have to be more specific. Actually, where am I going? Give me 1 second. I'll tell you right now. Come on. I'll tell you right now. So, yellow suit is June 2025 to September 2025. Like I told you last time, I think this is going to get dragged out because of the fact that it's 3, right? And I think what's going to happen is you're going to get them one after the other, because there's no reason to make you get one and then, oh, let me wait another 2 years for the other one when it's the same thing, right? So I think they're going to get delayed. Hopefully not, right? Hopefully not. But I think we should expect them probably Q3. I don't think the summer. Definitely not the summer, which would be great. Definitely Q3, most likely. And then we're gonna get TVA, and then obviously Age of Apocalypse, whatever. But I think that's what they're gonna do. I'm trying to remember if they did this with other figures that were very similar. For example, look at Obi-Wan, General Kenobi, and look at that Mando Kenobi, right? The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, and then General Kenobi. Literally same exact head sculpt, one after the other. They limited one, and then the other one was regular release, right? So that's what I'm going by. It's the same exact head sculpt, nothing different. Besides, obviously, Age of Apocalypse, which was more hair, but it's the same face, same exact face, right? So most likely, like I said, I think Q3, I'm going to say. Hopefully not, because we want them sooner. I want mine sooner, but most likely Q3, guaranteed. Garlic.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
So write it down, Ash. I want to say September-ish. Again, they don't have a reason to speed this up. There's no reason to rush this. It'll be around there. Hopefully not. 30 figure just. Oh, so see, you got a lot. As I'm saying, it looks like a lot. I just didn't want to I didn't want to say like 100, Joe, because then then we're getting too out of control. Christian, look at this with the 7-month membership. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. This is for you. The best 7 months of your life, Christian. Don't even try to play yourself, okay? Tell your friends. Tell your friends, Christian. All right, hold on. See, guys, just so you guys know, when you guys do this, when you guys do the watermelon guy, this is what I get on my screen. So I never knew what that was. And for the longest time, I'm like, what are they doing? Like, what does that mean? Now I know what it means. So this is for you. Oh my God. Joe is the real true poser. No, I'm telling you this. Joe, he knows how to pose very well. Like very, very, very well. And he has never said this to you guys, but I've been the one to tell him, this is how you pose properly. I don't like to do it because I don't have time, but you do it this way and do this. And look, perfect poses every time. Do you see him give me credit once? Just one time. Have you heard him give me credit once?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. I really didn't watch the trailer for Infinity War. I didn't. That's what I'm saying. So they do this. They do this all the time. They do it all the time. They put fake things in there that never happened. And then by the time the movie's, you're at the movie, you don't even remember the commercial because that's the whole point. Albert, how are you? Welcome.
Hello!
Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I would love some Jaws figures. No Jaws figures. No, it was Infinity War. You were right. Was it Infinity War? No, it wasn't Infinity War. It wasn't Infinity War. It was Endgame because it was the scene where it was Captain America. It was Captain America, the Hulk, and I forget who else. They were like running toward. It was supposed to be like running towards the Hulk. Not the Hulk. Thanos. Yeah, it was Endgame. Because remember, Endgame was the movie where he collected all the Infinity Stones, and that's when he busted, what's his name? Vision. That was Endgame. So it was Endgame. Wait, was it? Am I bugging out right now? Infinity War. You're right, Ash. I just did a whole loop in my head. Whoa, that's what happens when you remember these movies a little too much. You confuse them. Hope your wife has about them not really showing the true stuff. No, they show you something, but it's not everything, right? It's not everything. Guys, there's 28 of you guys in there. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. If I was going to buy the Mondo Jaws shark, see, I know they do stuff like that. I would never, and I'm not saying it's not cool. It's just I'm not looking to take up space with stuff like that. But the reason why you're asking for stuff like this is because now your whole setup with the module cases. So you have room for anything and everything, right? I still got to be careful with what I get here. Once I get my module cases, I'm coming for the third-party veteran title, Rudy. So strap it on. Garden, how are you? Look at you. Where have you been?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
I haven't seen you. Welcome, welcome. Unbelievable. Mike, I didn't know you were in the stream, Mike. Derek, how are you, my friend?
Hello!
Oh my god. Let's see. Who else is in here? Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, please. Hit that like button, please. I'm just waiting for what to block him. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Oh man. Let me see. I love the line. I hurled his beginning. I hurled your yes. Yep. And I have a feeling, guys, she's getting made. Okay. Hot Toys is making Silver Surfer, right? I don't even think it matters if the movie does well. I think the Fantastic Four are coming no matter what. It's the very first time they're doing them, right? They are way more iconic than the Thunderbolts. That's why do not be surprised or shocked if we don't get the entire lineup for the Thunderbolts. Like I told you guys, we would at least get the head sculpts that we already got, right? So Bucky and whoever else appeared that we already have as a figure. And most likely, the mask, depending if they want to bother. Specifically Ghost, right? But Fantastic Four has to be made. All of them have to be made just out of principle because we don't have any, right? Nobody has made any. Hot Toys is going to be for same thing. Ghostbusters, right? Nobody made Ghostbusters besides who? Blitzway. Okay, so you can only get Blitzway Ghostbusters. Now you got Present Toys Ghostbusters and Blitzway again, right? But we don't have anybody that made Fantastic Four anything. So they have to be made. And like I said, a Fantastic Four team is more meaningful, more valuable right? And more popular than Thunderbolts, than the Thunderbolts or the New Avengers, whatever you want to call it, right? Way more popular. So guaranteed we're getting all four, 100%. And like I told you guys months ago, when the first trailer came out, when we found out, not the first trailer, when we found out that the Fantastic Four movie was coming, I told you we're getting a Johnny Storm, right? So, and when I say Johnny Storm, I mean the flame Johnny Storm, not the body like everything else, right? Not the body like Chris Evans, Human Torch from Deadpool and Wolverine. No, obviously that's your standard. We are getting an all flamed Johnny Storm. Now, the problem is this. They're going to have to do the head sculpt for every actor, right? The thing is the one that I don't know if they're going to bother making him before he turns, right? But even Johnny Storm, he's not the Human Torch 24/7, right? The Thing is the Thing 24/7. Johnny Storm is not. So they have to make him as a figure, and then they have to make him as the Human Torch, all flamed up, right? Most likely USB power to light up the entire body. Guaranteed something like that has to happen. Right? They could do what they did to Chris Evans and just give us flame effects, but I think they're going to go beyond that. They have to go beyond that to make that figure, that much better. To give it that life, right? With the light up function, maybe some breathing effect, right? Instead of just on and off, you get a separate, that would be cool. That would be something I would definitely be interested in. But again, we got to wait and see. So that's the only thing, right? Them four, they got to be made. The Thing is going to be made most likely as just a Thing. Invisible Woman is going to be her with some type of, effect, right? Reed Richards is going to have his what do you call it? His Luffy arms, right? Those extended Luffy arms. And then Silver Surfer, very plain, very simple. Even though it's the female, people will still buy her just because, oh, well, it's the Silver Surfer we got. So that's why people would want her. And if anything, she would be the one to be limited. She would be the one to be made and then sell out, and everybody complaining like, where the hell she go? I want one. And then she'd be the one figure to be going over, $500 at some point. Just because, again, of the fact that she's limited, not because anybody wanted her, not because of anything else. It happens with Hot Toys all the time. The figures that people don't want, look at Anakin, right? Light-set Anakin. Nobody wanted light-set Anakin when it first came out, and then boom, look, people couldn't find him for years. So that's what I mean. People are turned off at the fact that it's the female, that it's not, Nor and Rad. So that's the problem. But as a figure, people are going to want her, But obviously, we got to wait and see if she's even made. Luch with the super chat. Look at this guy. I'm back, Alexa. Sorry, I was balancing. Yeah, tell everybody when your wedding was. Tell everybody who was invited and who wasn't. Tell everybody how you call your friends, but you don't really invite them anywhere. Let them know. Let the people know so they don't talk about, rumors of saying, oh, Luch, people thought Luch was a good friend, but he didn't even invite anybody to his wedding. But he says, he's got the friends, but he didn't invite anybody, but he's got the friends,
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Welcome back. So like I said, Luch, enjoy being a man. It is going to get slightly difficult now. Once you hit puberty, it changes you. And so you're going to see, the chest hair, right? The facial hair. You're going to notice a lot of things changing now. And so just be aware. If you need to talk to somebody, please message me. You got me, you got Bob. You know what I mean? If there's anything you need to let us know, you know what I mean? We could teach you about tampons. I don't know. Luch! No lie, the Single Surfer has way more aura than Nord. whatever you're into, that's your problem. If you like it, cool. If you don't like it, cool. If she's made, believe me when I tell you, you're going to have the cocky ones. Who asked for this? Who wants this garbage? Remember this conversation. We're getting Ironheart. Fab said it first. No, we're definitely getting Ironheart. We have to get that suit. There's money to be made in that suit, that clunky, suit, die-cast suit that we're going to get, right? Even if it's just one version, it's got to get made. Even if it's just one, there is absolutely no way that show is going to get made. And then we're not going to get anything from it, knowing that she's going to appear in the future. It ain't going to happen. Now, here's the problem with that. Look at Miss Marvel. It's a crazy situation because we know that Miss Marvel appeared after her show. We didn't get shit from her show. We didn't get shit from her movie. So that's what I mean, right? We're supposed to get stuff from her show. We're supposed to have a Miss Marvel in our collection already. What do you mean we don't have a Miss Marvel? For what? Why? So that's the problem. But do I expect it? Absolutely. It wouldn't make sense not to have at least her first, her Mark 1, which is where we're headed. It's not going to be, Ironheart only has one mark. No. In Black Panther 2, that was her Mark 1. Right? Now for her movie, or for her show, because I thought it was going to be a movie, it's a show, right? Apparently a 6-episode show. I forget who told me. Somebody told me. Shout out to who told me. So I think it was maybe Uncarded, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the issue, right? They left Miss Marvel hanging. You could sit there and say, well, the show sucked. It made no money. She's a female. Nobody really cares for her. She was boring, whatever. Doesn't matter. She's still merchandise. She's still part of the future of all of this. Phase 5, phase 6. So for them not to give us one, not even her show version, which would have been, obviously the most basic one. So as I'm saying, I expect everything, but the fact that they don't bother doesn't make sense. It's very weird. It is very weird because it wouldn't be like the Spider-Man 2099 issue that we had, right? That they showed us that Marvel Legends figure and then nobody placed an order for that and then they had to change it, right? Even if they did that, they would get plenty of orders. Let's see what happens if we put her out to, for pre-order. They would get plenty of orders because people want that suit. It is not an Iron Man suit. It's got its own, little differences and little, cool things about it. It's not as sleek as Iron Man's. It's not as cool as Iron Man's, but it's a robotic looking suit. And it'll be die-cast most likely. So that's what's appealing about it. Let me see who else is in here so we can get started. Nefty, how are you, my friend? How you feeling? Welcome.
Hello.
How you feel? 21 likes. Guys, please hit that like button. If you haven't yet, please, there's 26 of you guys in here. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Oh my God, Fabs was making fun of his king. I was not making fun. I was saying that then Joe wants to say that he's Trump. Let's see who else is in here. Nefty, Bad Boy, Cobra, Tuli, Santos, Ram. That's right, guys. So, Escape Player, guys, when?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
It feels like to me that it's been a while since the experts made that prediction that she was coming. But as always,
Don't worry, I'll wait.
oh, it's great. See what happens when you go against the God? I wasn't labeled that for nothing, guys. This is what you guys don't get. Things come to me through the divinity, into my third eye, and then I tell you guys. And then you guys still don't believe me. And here we are. Choo, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see ya.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome, Big Dog. How are you, my friend? I'm doing. Welcome. Let's see. That 7-month membership is better than a member. Diddy party. Unbelievable. Was Infinity War. They were running in Wakanda. That's correct. Yeah, no, I was like, wait a minute. What am I thinking? Yes, correct. That was Infinity War. Yes, guys. Yes. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
Welcome. No, Infinity War. Who is getting John Carver Cisco figure by Sideshow Collectibles?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Oh my god. I am right, Fabs. Right about what? No, you're not. Oh, about I know what you're talking about. 23 likes, 28 watching. Please, guys, hit the like button. We should be at 31 likes right now. If you just came in, please hit that like button or leave. Whichever one you like is okay. But if you're here, please hit that like button. If you're not here for the like button, this stream is not for you. It's that simple. Oh my god. Let's see who's getting the latest drop from Inart. They're oh my god.
Perhaps wait.
Oh my god.
Y'all don't ever disrespect me.
Stop lying to the people, Uncarded. Okay? Stop lying to the people. Guys, there's 30 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Somebody keep track of the likes for me, please. Please. We got 23 and 26. We should be at 30. Please hit that like button. 20 look the fitting. No, I didn't look for it, but I knew I got confused, but I knew what you meant. I didn't look at the trailer. Look at you. Stop lying about me, Ash. Here, this for you.
How dare you?
One just flaked out. No, they that's the thing. They come in here, right? They want to be entertained watching the God, but they don't want to support the God. But they want to enjoy the God, but they don't want to support the God. So I raid them like roaches every time they come in here without wanting to support. Raid right in their ass. The roaches out. I was interested in the Scarface, but they were long gone when I got into collecting. Well, if that's the case, talk to this guy because he just got one for 100 Canadian pesos. Brand new sealed, apparently. So maybe since he's the king of deals, maybe he could get you one. His name is Joe. Super chat, $50. You gonna send me one, Chris? I'm yet to wait for your first super chat because I want to frame it. I just got my Blitz by NFT, incredible mint condition. Oh, there you go. See, that's what I'm saying. So talk to Joe, Nefty. Maybe he'll find you one for. Actually, Nefty, I take it back. Do not talk to this guy. Do not tell him what it is that you need in your collection, please. I take it back. Do not message Joe about anything regarding your collection. Anything you need, he will take. And apologize and lie and laugh in your face about it, and then say, "What else should I get, buddy?" Do not do it, Nefty. Do not do it. Do not do it, Nefty. He will take it. He will say it's for you, and he will take it. Oh my God. No respect. No respect, Nefty. Unbelievable. Let's see. Where am I? Let's see. Nobody wants this new F4 family. BS Johnny is real. Oh my God. In this movie, Diddy Storm. This guy. Oh my God. It's going to be interesting to see what Hot Toys comes up with. Mr. Fantastic. No, they already did it. As I said, go look at the Luffy figure from One Piece that Hot Toys did. Go look at the legs. Go look at the arms that they used. That's it. Like I said, the only thing I expect is different, either movable, right? Elastic, where they move around and they bend, right? Wired, moving arms and moving legs, if they take it that far. As you can see for Luffy, they went straight forward, right? Just two straight long arms and then the one leg. I believe it was, one leg, right? So what can you expect differently? You know, they did with Luffy already, which is the whole point of Luffy is stretching. Why would they do anything different? Where, again, the only difference I see is the design of the arms and or the leg. That's it. But they already show you what they're planning on doing with Luffy. There's no, there shouldn't be any new. I don't know if Luffy's arms, bend. I don't have the figure, so I don't know. But if they don't bend, they're most likely not going to bend for Reed Richards either. But they already showed you how they're going to pull that off with Luffy. So if you haven't looked at it, go Google Luffy, Hot Toys, Luffy D, whatever his name is, and or Monkey D. Luffy or whatever his name is, and look it up, and you'll see what his arms look like, what his legs looks like. That's what they're going to do. That's the only thing that we've seen so far that would make sense for them to do for Mr. Fantastic. It's going to be another shampoo bottle figure like Maul. No, I don't think so. If they do that, that'll be a waste. I'd rather a power pose than that thing. And that thing was cool. I don't have a problem with that. But I don't think so. Joe Blissful's Coffee is a classic. Haven't watched on. Does anyone know if the first 3 episodes are worth watching? Oh, it started already? I didn't even know it started yet. I had no idea. Not sure you get a chance. Check out the pose. Oh yeah, that's how I have mine. Also, guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but pay attention to my pictures. Not the poses of the pictures, but pay attention to my pictures and pay attention to Joe's pictures, and see who's following the gospel. We want an Artisan Series Ironheart. No, you don't. With the unmasked rerun Williams head sculpt with authentic removal. Now, if anything, I think for her, we're gonna get. I mean, now they're not doing that really anymore, but I think because of who the character is, if anything, we're gonna get her head sculpt within the helmet. I don't think we're gonna get a full head sculpt. I mean, we could, right? Like they did Shuri, and I mean Shuri for Black Panther, 2. Just to give her the full head sculpt. But I think that because, again, she's not that popular, I don't think she's going to get any more pop. Maybe slightly now with her show. But I don't think anybody's dying to get her head sculpt. So I think Hot Toys, if anything, will include it within the helmet. So you could display her, with the flap up or down, but no need to have her, holding the helmet. But then again, to be able to charge you whatever they're going to plan on charging you for the diecast figure, because it has to be diecast. There's no way anybody's expecting that figure to be plastic. And not only that, but remember, they're going to add diecast to it specifically to charge us $400 for it. I don't expect it to be as big as an Iron Man figure, as heavy as an Iron Man figure, but it's going to have diecast, right? A female figure is not as big as a male figure, even if it is an Iron Man type figure, right? That suit doesn't need to be the same size as Tony's suit would be, because she's a lot smaller than Tony. So that's what I mean, right? So the figure should be smaller overall, but they have to make it, a decent size, because it's going to have diecast. You don't want a tiny little thing being like, yeah, look at me, I'm, Ironheart. So it can't look funky. It's got to have weight. It's got to have size. So, and then by adding the head sculpt, like they do, for example, like they've been doing for every 2.0, right? The Mark IV, full head sculpt. The Mark II, full head sculpt. The Mark III, full battle damage head sculpt. The Mark V head sculpt, so all of them pretty much. The Mark VI head sculpt, the funky head sculpt. Mark VII, just now with the the suit-up version, also head sculpt. So that's the thing. They're doing head sculpt with every single diecast figure, right? At least diecast Iron Man. So again, for the money aspect of it, it would make them be able to charge us more if they give us a full head sculpt. But either way, they have to add her face to it somehow, But is anybody looking for this? I don't know. If you like it, you like it. The sexy Stormtrooper was the only one. I'm so grateful. Yeah, probably. I believe that, Joe. Because Luch is funny sometimes. Let's see. The sexy Stormtrooper has 25 years of magic experience. Oh, you can help. What do you call it? You can help American Pie over here. We are getting Ironmonger. I would love an Ironmonger diecast. That would be insane. That would be incredible. It would be massive. It would be epic. I don't think so. If you pay attention, what they really focused on regarding Iron Man 1, right, was mostly all the marks. Hot Toys did Ironmonger once. Never bothered to do a 2.0. Never bothered to give us an entire Obadiah Stane figure, right? Remember, we got that head sculpt that even to this day, that head sculpt is perfect. So we never got a body. We never got an Obadiah Stane. A perfect 2.0 of that entire figure would be the Ironmonger and a full Obadiah Stane with a nicely tailored suit. Right now, we know they've been pulling it off with John Wick. So that would be an epic 2.0. Diecast Ironmonger. And then obviously you want to detach the head sculpt. You put it on the inside in the cockpit. If not, you leave the body. Just like they did with the Batman Armory and Bruce Wayne. Right? If you want to display Bruce Wayne's head on the Batman body, then you got the statue. You put the statue away. But if you don't, you put the statue, you put the head on the statue, and then you put the cowl on the Batman. You know what I mean? So they could do something like that. So we'll see. Imagine if they made a new female Surfer's diecast. No, that doesn't even make sense, diecast. Because she's not supposed to be, she's not supposed to be metal. She's just supposed to be silver, right? The color, not that she weighs, at least as far as I know. If she's supposed to weigh a ton, then then I don't know. Or him, right? Norin's the original. So I heard so I heard that too. The thing is, again, it's a kid, right? It's an Iron Man kid at that. Once you have what these Iron Man suits are supposed to be about, and then you got somebody else making something like it, but a different style, a different look, you're like, really? It's too similar for me, And you're never going to get anywhere near anything that Tony Stark did anyway, So that's why it's like, Sean, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello!
Guys, please hit that like button. There's 26 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. I am skipping on Ironheart. No, I got to watch the show. I got to see what goes on. I'm getting the figures either way, but I have to see what the show's about. Ironheart, I like it. Yeah, I didn't even know it was out. That's crazy. Crazy. Tijuana Mike, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
Nice to see you. Welcome. Let's see who else in here. 24 likes. Guys, please hit that like button. There's 26 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Yes, I know my movies fast. I can tell you everything that's done. No, I know my movies too. That's right. But I blanked out because it felt like I was thinking about Endgame, but I'm picturing Infinity War. So I was like, wait a minute. But I know my movies. Okay, Ash? I know my movies. I don't watch TV, but I know my movies. Oh my God. All right, let's see. I'm happy to help. Fabs, are you going to talk about Hot Toys Batman? Carla, my friend, how are you? I don't think I saw you. Where have you been?
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Am I going to talk about Hot Toys Batman? No, I'm just here hanging out with you guys. There's nothing to talk about today. I just came here for my health. Of course. Let's see. Michael, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see ya.
Hello!
Oh, never mind. I saw that already. 27. Thank you, guys. We need 2 more. There's 29. We need 2 more, guys. 2 more. Fast Post's kills are second. Only kid. This guy. Unbelievable. The Iron Man super elitists would love an Ironheart figure for their Iron Man. Nah, not necessarily. Not necessarily because that figure, that suit was not, why would you want that? I would never think that anybody would. That never crossed my mind. So that's definitely different. Faz aren't equals Ironmonger. You know. Hint, see the show. Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely got to see it. Gotcha. Savon, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
How you doing?
I like the fact that it's technology with magic. See, I got to watch it. All right, guys, so let's get started. I'm finally caught up. So, as you guys know, we got this Batman today, right? So, as you can see, the Batman is so this is a Arkham Origins Batman DLC pack download figure, right? So what they did was, like they've been doing for the Arkham Knight video game, right? This is a VGM line figure. So for the Arkham Knight video game, they've been doing, we just got the black and gold Batman, right? Then we had the Batman Beyond, right? That was the same exact thing, Batman Beyond black and gold. Then after that, we got the XE suit, right? Remember, not after that. We got the XE suit a couple of years ago, two to 3 years ago. Which was, again, another suit from the game. Then we got the purple and gold Batgirl recently. We got like I said, the Batman Beyond black and gold, also Batman recently remember, these are Arkham Knight. And this specifically is Arkham Origins. So the XE suit was specifically Arkham Origins. So same line as this. So now, the first thing I noticed, and I think I told Bob, it looks very cheap. Okay, very cheap. Again, this is VGM line, like I tell you guys all the time. Very, very cheap to me. It looks very cheap, right? Nothing about it looks, oh my God, this is incredible. The only thing that I really like, number one, the obviously the style of the what do you call it? The suit. I love the suit. I've always loved the suit. It is very different than anything Batman usually wears, right? It's very futuristic as well. So I love all of that, right? Another thing, it reminds me of the Cyborg Spider-Man figure that Hot Toys did, also from the Spider-Man video games for PlayStation. Same thing here, right? Instead of the pouches, he's got a wrap around the leg. But look at the paint application. Again, this is probably going to look incredible in hand, right? So I'm just talking shit from what I'm seeing here. As you can see, it just looks very cheap. It looks weathered, as you can see, but the paint application, to me, this is nothing super great. The cape, look at the cape, how cheap. You can tell it's wired 100%, but look how cheap it looks, right? Again, just from the pictures. The one thing I love, like I told you guys, was the light up function. You get LED power up, so most likely you're going to have the USB-C port in the back of the body. You get the light up feature here on the gauntlets, and you get it on the collar, right, which is this thing here, and then the eyes also light up. So I don't know how they're doing this if you're going to have just the entire thing light up the entire body, which is what they should, right? Like they did the 2020 Miles Morales suit, right? You plug it in and you literally just hit the switch and the whole figure turns on. So most likely, I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. Now, price, right? $280. To me, that's kind of pricey because, again, let me keep going, right? Pay attention to every image and pay attention to the articulation of every image, right? Very boring. Just like I said, very blah. Look at that. How dynamic. A bent knee. Woo! So if you're buying this because of the suit. You're buying this because you like the suit. You're buying this because you like the game. You're buying this because you know we've never gotten this suit before, right? Who else is going to make this suit ever again? Who the hell knows? So that's why you're buying this suit, right? You're buying this suit because you're a Batman fan. Again, this is out of left field also, right? Who's waiting for this? Who was saying, oh, I hope they make this? Obviously, some people were, but it wasn't, like a big thing in the community. I hope you guys have been paying attention to the poses, because as you can see, literally 3 images in a row, the same pose, a bent knee. So that's what I mean. Very boring. Very, very boring. Again, badass suit. I love the suit. I've always loved the suit. It's a very menacing suit, right? The boots. Come on. Let's get into the boots, right? So detail on the boots looks like spider legs, right? Obviously, they're the spikes that he has in his gauntlets, but they look like spider legs at the bottom, right? The claws, look at the claws, right? Very, very video game accurate. Very, very video game accurate. This thing is 100% video game accurate, and I'm going to show you guys in a second. Guys, there's 31 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. So you got the LED light up function powered by USB. So like I said, right, the eyes, the collar, the gauntlets, right? So I'm assuming, again, one plug lights everything up. And remember, this is eventually headed to Iron Man figures. Eventually, we're going to get to a point where you're going to plug in the USB. You're going to have the repulsors light up. You're going to have the feet light up. Obviously, some, depending if it's going to be one of those figures, right? Remember back in the day, everything used to light up. Now they really don't bother with the feet anymore. They used to add the flame effects to the figures before. Now they don't really do that anymore. So that's what I mean, right? But the future of an Iron Man figure is what? A USB port with a switch to light up everything, or still switch everything up, right? Add switches to everything like it is right now. So, for example, if we plug it in and we want to use if we want to do a pose with him, with the plasma coming out, right? If we don't want to light up both for whatever reason, let's say we're doing a one-handed, I don't need both to be on. So I'll turn one on, leave the other one off, and that way we could control where the light comes from. But the whole point is to be powered through the center of the figure, through the main board, and then spread out the light throughout the figure. This already so far, as you can see, it's already at the gauntlet. Again, we don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how this is going to work. But so far, as you can see, it's already here, right? I don't know why, if they could get it here, why wouldn't they be able to get it here? So that's what I'm saying. Very soon, that's coming for Iron Man figures. I think another thing that they may be working on is the wiring, on how they work, how to work running those wires within the figure without having them break, having them rip. If you're trying to give these figures, because that's another thing, these new Iron Man figures, the articulation is incredible. So for you to be able to articulate the figure a certain extent and have wires running through it, and you bending it too much, you could rip the tiny wire because it's most likely not going to be a thick wire. So that's the problem. So I'm assuming that's what they're working on, how to figure that out. So like I said, the colors, that this gold is kind of cheap. I don't know. It could be lighting. As you can see, a lot of texture to this, right? It looks rugged, right? A lot of battle damaging on it, a lot of scuffing on it. Like I said, wired cape. You could see it. It looks very cheap, right? It looks very, very cheap. But again, we got to wait and see what it looks like in hand. So here's everything: wired cape, LED light up function. That's your entire figure, and you get the little spear wire that we get with literally every single Batman that we ever purchased before. And that's it. $280 for what? So why are you buying this? Literally the suit. You love the suit. You think the suit is cool. You think it's different. You think it's interesting. That's where you're buying the suit. You're a Batman fan. You've been dying for the suit, right? That's who's buying this. Period. That's it. There's nothing exciting about it. If you're looking, as a figure, there's nothing fancy about it as a figure. There's nothing special. But look, even the arms. What are they showing you? Look, oh, wow, Batman can raise his arm. Nothing special about it. Nothing crazy about it. Nothing, different about it, right? So now, this is what I mean by it is 100% video game accurate. So this is strictly, not strictly. This is directly from the video game, right? This is the image of the figure in the video game. When you're looking through the suits or whatever, you want to see the whole of, I don't know if they call it the whole armor, but it's like all the suits together. So as you can see, it's literally spot on. There is absolutely nothing off about it. Let me try to get the same exact pose. There we go. So as you can see, look at that. So if you try to find any differences or anything, you're not going to find them because it's exactly the same thing. It looks perfect, right? Again, the body doesn't do much, doesn't do anything really besides bend the knee and bend the elbows. That's it. They're not showing you anything dynamic. They're not showing you anything fancy. They're not showing you, look at that. Oh, look at that mild twist on the torso. Nothing about it is, great. But now, okay, if we look at the comic version of it, right, look at the difference. This is from the comic book, right? Look at the nails. Look at the claws. Sharp metallic claws, right? We don't get that here. We don't get that here at all. They're not pointy. They're not sharp like from the comic, right? But they're exactly like the ones from the video game. That's why I told you guys this is 100% accurate to the video game. Look at the claws here, the fingers here, same exact thing, right? Now here they are side by side, all three. Shout out to Bob for the visuals as always. Let me show you guys these two side by side. So first, again, the two video game versions. So this is from the actual video game, and here's from here's obviously the figure, right? As you can see, this looks darker here, but you get that little bit of shine of gold. It is gold. It's just obviously the lighting from the video game looks different, but it's literally exactly the same thing. As you can see here, the red here looks orange here. That's just the picture. I know this because it happened to my pictures when I took pictures of the Stormtrooper, the Shadow Trooper with the environment, right? You guys know that environment is red. Bright red at that. It's a very deep red. When I was taking pictures of it, it was turning the red was turning orange. So I could tell you right now, it's 100% the pictures. This will be 100% red in hand, just like it is in the images of the video game. And like I said, all three together. So here's the comic book version, here is the video game version, and here's the figure. So you can see, right? It's got a shiny gold. This is not so shiny. Again, lighting, but this doesn't have like the gloss feel that this looks like it should have, right? Again, this is a comic. This is not the video game. Here is more dull, as you can see. That's why this is perfect to this, not so much to this. As you can see, the pouches, right? The pouches here go up and down, right? They open up this way. And then the side ones also opened up. But as you can see, these are small squares and these are small rectangles. And here in the video game, they're all squares. And here in the figure, they're all squares. So that's what I'm telling you. It is 100% accurate to the video game version, at least, not to the comic book version. Let me see what you guys are saying, and then I'll continue. Let's see. Yo, Joe. All right, where are you guys? Where are you guys? Here we go. I like the fact that the technology we met. Oh, I read that. All right, so I know where I am now. Exisuit, yes, Exisuit figure is a great figure. Again, very useless, massive, bulky body, right? A huge body. The whole outfit, the armor, everything about the figure is epic, but another useless figure, right? The figure bends at the elbow, bends at the knee, and that's pretty much all you're going to do with it. The hip don't do much, right? Because, again, it's just a big, bulky figure that is not meant to do much. But it's a great looking figure. This is getting canceled, just like the Batman is a car Iron Man. This is getting canceled. This guy. Would be cool if they did a whole Arkham Knight Batman again. Absolutely. This Batman looks. I love him in the comics. I might grab this one, but I'm mainly waiting for the actual origin suit. Right. For some reason, that suit hasn't been made. And, at this point, that's why they're making everything else but that original suit, because now that they've made the Arkham Knight suits, which are better than the Batman Origin suit, right? Remember, Origins came out before Arkham Knight. So by Arkham Knight, those suits were already way better looking and way more advanced than the Arkham Origins suit. Yes, they're different, and I know I could understand why people want it, but I don't think they're going to do it now. They would have done it already. That would have been the first suit. That should have been the first suit for them to make. Just like for the original video game, Arkham Asylum. For Arkham Asylum, what did they do? They made the Batman figure. Same thing they should have did with Origins too. Arkham City. So I'm saying. As of today, the Knightfall Batman is now number 62 this year, and Iron Man is number 63. Look at that. Holy crap. 63 figures already, and we are barely in July. So we got another 6 months. We got another 6 months of releases. So if we continue at this pace, we double that. It's going to be 100. It's going to be about 130 figures this year. And remember, that's just doubling this. We don't know if they're going to do, another 4 here, another celebration there, New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. Insane. Cassandra, welcome. Nice to see you. If I was on Instagram and you didn't see something was going on with my No, Cassandra, I never checked my my Instagram. I just log on. Let me check real quick. I just log on and yeah, I see your message now. Yeah, no, if you see me on Instagram, Cassandra, I'm on YouTube. I only stream on Instagram through YouTube, through the hell's that called? StreamYard. So I just link it up and then I just stream, from both. I used to do my Facebook page also, and then that stopped working. Cyborg Spider-Man, that is a great figure. That is one, and I told you guys already, that is one of my most favorite figures of that video game, of that Spider-Man video game. Innard's making all those. Yeah. Damn cool Batman figure. Wouldn't say no to a Gotham by Gaslight Batman Hot Toys. No, these figures are great. Again, very useless, just very bulky. They're just very good looking figures. But when it comes to functionality, no. Hey, he's doing a Thanos pose. Oh my god. Let me see. Don't Big Dog, don't say that. Don't say that in front of Uncarded, because I believe he's actually part of them now. That's why if you pay attention, he's been promoting them a lot lately. So Uncarded was given the a coupon code. If you guys go to inner.com, I guess their website, if you use coupon code SHILL, Uncarded gets 10%. Oh my god, this guy. Unbelievable. I would love it if they made also a Knoll suit. A Knoll. Bring on the this guy. So yeah, guys, again, very, very beautiful looking figure, right? When it comes to the look of it, when it comes to what it's going to be, right? The meaning of it, right? Badass suit, beautiful suit, lit up. It's going to look awesome. But overall, what it takes to make this figure, not much at all. Very, very easily made. Very, very cheaply made. As you can see, all you have is a suit, right? Literally a suit. All this stuff is taped on, glued on, right? All these pouches. This obviously is wrapped around the leg. This is all, plastic stuff, plastic. This is all cheap stuff. Very, very cheap stuff. So that's what I'm saying. $280. Kind of pricey for what it is, but you either buy it or you don't. It is that simple. And these legs, guys, I don't know if you noticed the legs. They look like the Hono Wolverine's legs. The muscle is very, very prominent on it. You could see the muscle tone like sticking out of the leg a lot. So just like those Wolverine figures, see? You see the muscle there on the thigh. Look at the wrinkling on the suit. Look how much slack they gave it so you don't ruin it. They've been doing this, more often now, which I'm glad they're doing it. So anytime you bend the figures, remember the figures used to be real tight, and that's what would ruin the joints, right? The materials by the joints. It's that tightness being here, and then you constantly folding it and stretching it and folding it and stretching it. That ruins the material. Now you have all this give here, so it doesn't matter. That's bunched up already. So no matter how much you bend it, it's not going to get any worse. So that's why they started doing this. It doesn't look as clean, but it is way more functional than ripping your figures. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't mind. Aesthetically, it doesn't look great, but for the function of it, since that's all it does anyway, right? If you have a figure, and the figure, all it does is move the arms and move the legs, and you can't move the arms because then you'll tear the suit, how useful is that figure? Useless. So that's why they have to give you that. They have to give you plenty of slack to be able to do, if you want to do this to the figure every day, guess what? It's not going to get ruined because that's all the figure's supposed to do anyway, And it looks like the neck turning is limited too because of this collar thing. Again, Batman's not really supposed to turn his neck anyway, but they make sure he doesn't with this piece on there, At work in a lot of pain. No, Cassandra, no pain. No. So yeah, guys. Again, this is gonna look way better in hand. Remember that these figures are kind of big, right? Bulky, tall. So it's going to be very menacing. It's going to be a tall figure, right? It's going to be a nice size figure. It's going to look great next to any other Batman figures from that video game that you own, right? And like I said, for Origins, they didn't make much. They made, let me see what they made for Origins real quick. I'll tell you guys in a second because I didn't pull that up. Let's see. Yeah, so that's all they did. That's all they did. So they did. So from Origins, guys, they did Deathstroke. Okay. Which I forgot about. XE suit. And that's it. So what I said before, the Batman that they did was not Batman Arkham Asylum. It was Arkham City, right? It wasn't Arkham Asylum. It was Arkham City. So that was the very first Batman figure that we got from the Arkham games. So it wasn't Arkham Asylum. It was Arkham City. And then Arkham... No, and then everything else was Arkham Knight. So far, only 2 figures from Origins. Deathstroke and XE suit, and now the third one is Knightfall Batman. So yeah, guys, not much for the line so far, but it looks like it's gonna get juicy. Looks like it's gonna get juicy. Let me see what else. Anything else? Nope, nothing else. Everything else is Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight, Arkham Knight. Yep. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Just 31 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. This Batman is very different. Absolutely. That's the appeal, right? That's the appeal. It's not your standard suited Batman, or it's not your for example, the XC suit is a Batman suit with stuff on top, with more armor on top, right? Or that type of suit, right? It looks like a Batman suit with even more armor, just like every other Batman suit, right? The most basic suit was that one, was the one I'm telling you about. The Arkham City suit was, let me show you guys real quick. This suit was the very first suit that was made for the Arkham games, right? Remember, this is Arkham City. It was Arkham Asylum, then Arkham City, I believe, was the second video game, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. But I have them all. So as you can see, this was the most basic, right? The articulation for this figure was horrible. As you can see, even from the picture, look at this. This is the most it did. Look, couldn't even raise the arm because the suit was all one piece. So it didn't really do much. But the way that the suit looks in hand, beautiful, 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 beautiful. The one appealing thing about this suit is the gauntlets. The gauntlets are really badass. And if they made the Origin suit, it would even look way better than this. Nicer looking, aesthetically, more muscular, right? See, this looks kind of chubby, not so much definition to the suit. They only got better and better and better and more badass at that. So that's what I'm saying. The suits are cool. The suits are very cool. And this one I got 2 of, so I could make one battle damage and then have one, clean. Worth every penny, guys. Worth every penny. All right, let's see what you guys are saying, and then we're out of here. Guys, I'll be back Saturday, most likely. Mike should be on as well. Hopefully we get somebody else. Then if not, then it'll just be me, myself, and Mike. If not. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. If not, Tuli hit them, girl. Fabs, when I said, I don't know, Luch, are you still in here? I want to say it's in August. I want to say August because we have New York Comic Con in October. So I'm pretty sure San Diego is August. If I'm wrong, let me know, Luch, if you're still in here. Where you guys going? You guys leaving me? Good night. Good night. Good night, guys. Where you going? Where you finna go, guys? Guys, where you going? Guys, stay. Guys, no, wait. I guess Luch is not here. Luch! See, I told you guys, he's busy being a man now. We haven't heard from Luch in over a week. Okay? This is what happens. You want to lose your virginity when you're 40. This is what happens. And you're not going to see the poor guy anymore for a couple months because he's busy being a man. Unbelievable. Fast, stop saying goodnight or am I... I'm not saying goodnight. I didn't say anything. When you finish? No, I'm waiting to see when the Comic-Con is for you guys, and then we're out of here. I am finished, but I didn't want to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye to you guys. Why you guys are so quick to leave? You, Carlo. You were the one telling me, hey, stream, and then you're leaving now? You're leaving me?
Yikes.
Adiós y vio. Adiós y vio con diablos. This guy. Thank you, Ron. See, the only one who enjoys the show and sticks around to the last second. He stays for the post-credit scene and everything. Imagine. Oh man. I'm right here. He said I'm right here. Nice try. July. Look at that, guys. He's busy being July, guys. July 23 to the 23rd to the 25th. Look at that. Look at that. So there you have it, guys. So it's July. So this month. Oh, next month. Oh, July 24th to the 27th. Luch, you got corrected. You don't even know what you're talking about. Luch, you don't even know anything, and you show up every year. Guys, so we're going to have, obviously, Luch is going to be there, as usual, every year. This is going to be the 3rd annual San Diego Comic-Con. He's going to be live, as always, showing us the new, showing us what goes on until his service craps out and his battery dies. But yeah. Stay tuned because it's going to be fun. Imagine. I'll be on with yes. Make sure, guys. Make sure you guys are in here. Do not be late. Of course. He said, hold on, babe. Hold on. Oh, my God. Hey, I do too. I am here super early too, Fab. No, I know. Hey, Ash, I never said you weren't. I said Ron stays till the end. That's all I said. Don't get all what's the word? Paranoid because you think that I mean something towards you because you feel guilty, okay? Oh my God. This upcoming NYCC will be the first one. Ooh, look at that. Did you figure out what days you're going already, Michael? I will be there. San Diego. Oh, look at that. Tijuana Mike, if you could meet up with Luch, that would be nice so we could see you on camera. Luch, try to get in contact with Tijuana Mike so we could see you guys in at San Diego Comic-Con on camera. And we could meet Mike. That would be nice. I'll be at New York Comic-Con this year. I think so it's going to be me, Mike. I think Rudy is coming. I don't know about Nefty. Nefty should show up. Would be nice. Hopefully Patrick coming down from the UK. Hopefully we'll see. That would be insane. And then Jose is coming too. Jose came 2 years ago. He was the only one that met up with us 2 years ago. Hung out with us the entire time. And then he didn't come last year. He said he couldn't get a ticket. So he's coming this year again. So we'll see. So it'll be me, Mike, Rudy, Jose. If Nefty shows up, Nefty. If Michael shows up, Michael. Is Hot Toys at San Diego? No. I don't think they're going this year either. If they do, it would be great, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Not as guilty as Diddy. Imagine. That's terrible. Oh, my God. Of course, Rudy will be there to steal your figure. Exactly. Yo, can you imagine? I said, Rudy, hold it for me. And I walked away. He's like, mine now. He pulled a Joe in front of me. Unbelievable. Stole my figure in front of me. I definitely want to hang with you. Yeah, so we're going, like I said, we're going Thursday. We go every year. Thursday and Saturday. Right? So Mike gets it. The only reason I go is because of Mike. You guys know that. Before that, I never went. My first time was 3 years ago. Mike invited me actually in 2021 or 2022. We couldn't make it. I couldn't make it. And then we went 2023. No, he invited me 2021. I couldn't go 2021. We went 2022, 2023, 2024. And now we're going 2025. If Mike hadn't invited me, I would have never been to Comic-Con. And I always wanted to go to Comic-Con. Now we go. He gets the tickets. We go because he gets them early because he's been going every year for years. So he gets the VIP stuff. So we go. So he gets me my tickets for Thursday, his tickets for Thursday, and then our tickets for Saturday as well. So if anybody needs tickets, early, let me know so I could tell him, and then you just give him the money for the tickets instead of, oh, I don't know when they go on sale. I don't know when it's happening. At least if you let him know to get your tickets, guess what? He'll have the tickets. All you got to do is pay him for them. That's it. We'll all meet up outside of the Comic-Con, right? The Javits Center. And, give you your ticket. So if you're thinking about it, guys, please message me because it would be cool to have the entire gang, Everybody, and if you're coming to hang out with us, make sure you bring a bag of garlic knots with you. So when we're all walking around, the garlic crew. Can you imagine? The garlic crew. Oh, my God. But not in a... Oh, my God. TJ Mike, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that would be cool. Meet up. That would be really nice. So like I said, Thursday and Saturday. If you guys want to hang out with me, Mike, Rudy, like I said, Nefty, Michael, Jose, who else? I know somebody will always end up showing up there. So let me know, guys. It'll be fun. So like I said, guys, I'll be back on Saturday. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.